Salom aziz o'quvchilar, speaking mavzularini davom ettiramiz va bugun part 2 savollaridan being busy mavzusini ko'rib chiqamiz. Va savolimiz quyidagicha. Describe a time when you were busy, ya'ni o'zi juda band bo'lgan vaqtni bir tasvirlab bering. When this time was and what you did at this time, how you arranged your time, how you felt after this busy time was over. Ya'ni bu qanaqa vaqt edi, qanday vaqtingizni organize qildingiz, qanday taqsimladingiz vaqtingizni va nimalar bilan mashg'ul bo'ldingiz va albatta bu vaqt tugagandan keyin qanday his qildingiz. Mana shu haqida gapirib beraman va mavzu sifatida men ko'pchilik uchun aloqador bo'lgan, ko'pchilik uchun related bo'lgan mavzuni tanlashga harakat qildim va menimcha bu payt eng band bo'ladigan paytimiz bu ko'proq o'sha bitiruv yillari bo'lsa kerak, 11-sinf ayniqsa. Chunki bizda o'sha admission testiga ko'pchilik tayyorlanadi 11-sinfda va odatda juda ham busy bo'lishadi. Ko'plab repetitorlarga borishadi, testlar ishlashadi, kitoblar o'qishadi va juda ham band bo'ladigan yil, mana shu oxirgi yil, maktab yili. Mana shu haqida gapirib beraman busy time sifatida. So I want to talk about the time when I was extremely busy, and I think this applies not just to me but all the students graduating from the school. We have 11 years of schooling, and when you finish your 11th grade you have to take admission test to university, and you have to take tests on 3 subjects. At the time when I was studying it was 3 subjects, but now it's even more difficult. You have to take exam on 5 subjects. So you have to be really good at these subjects because the competition is very fierce. It's very difficult to get into university. And another point is that it's very difficult to win a scholarship. So you have to be really good to be able to win the scholarship and to get into university. So, and there was a pressure from my parents, from the people around me, my friends, my relatives, because I was studying for many years at the boarding school, and they were expecting me to do real well in the exam and to win the scholarship. So I felt really pressurized at that time, and I had to study really hard. I would wake up really early at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I would often study until midnight. And it was really stressful time. I had lots of workload, and as I said, I was preparing for the exam, and I had to do 3 subjects. These were English, Maths, and Mother Tongue. I took extra classes in English and Maths, and I decided to do Mother Tongue on my own. And I had to read lots of books, especially in the Mother Tongue subject, because there were many books from all classes that we had at school, and it was really tough times. But eventually it turned out good for me, and when the result came out, I was really happy because I was accepted to university on a scholarship, and I had a great sense of fulfillment and achievement because I was able to fulfill the expectations of my parents and the people around me, and I felt really relieved. And I didn't study for about 2 or 3 months after the exams because I was really fed up with studying, and then I resumed my studies at university. So this was the time when I was really extremely busy. Okay, that's it. Mana gapirib chiqdim. 2 minutdan ozgina oshib ketib qoldi. Yeah, I think this was good. Yeah. Okay, now it's time to turn to part 3 questions. Part 3 savollarni ham ko'rib chiqishimiz kerak ekan. Unchalik ko'p emas edi savollar, adashmasam 4 dona savol ekan. Mana shu savollarni ko'rib chiqamiz. So birinchi savolimiz: what are the advantages and disadvantages of always being busy? Now, of course, both pros and cons of being busy all the time. If you're busy all the time, and if you're busy with something productive, then it's good for you. So, for example, you might be working or you might be doing some workout exercises. So you're busy all the day, and you have no time to think about your problems. You have no time to think about, you have no time to feel stressed. And actually, many people advise being busy as a way of fighting against depression, because you start feeling depressed when you're not busy. And this is one great thing about being busy. But another thing is that the advantage on the other side, if you're busy all the time, you have no time to think about your future. You have no time to strategically think about your future plans, and you just get lost in the everyday chores. So it might be really difficult to have these long-term plans to just meditate for a while, take a rest, and it can also be physically difficult as well, demanding as well, because if you're busy all the time, you might get tired and you might have some illnesses. So it's going to be a little bit difficult challenging in terms of physically coping with the workload. Next question, what are the advantages and disadvantages of having a stressful job? Now, stressful job, I can think about the disadvantages, of course, but yeah, let's talk first about the disadvantages, because we associate, stress with problems. So if you have a stressful job, you might develop some mental health problems. You might feel stressed, of course, after a work day, and this might actually affect your family members, your relationship with your family members, because when you are stressed at the job and when you come home and the slightest noise or slightest inappropriate action of your children might actually drive you mad, and so you might have challenging, difficult relationship with the people around you, especially your family members. So this is one of the disadvantages. And on the other side, if you think about the advantages, now when you work in a stressful job, you develop certain skills, like you're working under pressure, meeting the deadline, so which might be useful in your career. So it might actually help you to advance in your career, because you become resilient. You develop resilience because you work under pressure all the time. So how do you think highly efficient people manage their time? Now, I think they are very attentive in terms of their daily routines, and they I just want to give you some examples. I heard that I think Bill Gates, I think he plans his day up to every single minute. So he has very detailed plan for the day. So the things that he has to accomplish, and he plans his day up to every single minute. So they're very, very, they're very attentive to their time. So, and they care about their time a lot, and they want to accomplish lots of things during the day. Otherwise, they might be distracted a lot, but they try to stay on track and plan their day even up to every single minute. So this is my idea. And do you manage your time efficiently? Well, I wouldn't say I'm as good as Bill Gates or other very successful people at managing my time, but I do. I think that I do quite well. I'm able to usually achieve like 80% of my goals and plans, and so I think I'm doing above average at least. So but I wouldn't say I'm like super efficient, but I am efficient in terms of time management. Okay, anlaşılardan ibaret demin parti soruları. Thank you for your attention. See you soon in the next questions, part two questions. Thank you for your attention. Take care.